So we're starting part 6 of the tic-tac-toe game with it. This is where we left off last time, was to create your the strings.xml file with it. The next file, let me close up some of these files so we don't have too much to look at it. But I want to click on, if you haven't done so, click on the strings.xml. And I also gave you some space here to put your XML files in here as well with it. Be careful, because everything has to sit nested inside of the resources tags here and elements with it as well. So XML it's a language by itself with it. So we need to start out with inside of this again. Put your full name in here and today's date in this as well, right? It's like turning in an English paper with it, right? So make sure I normally ask you to do your class sections and all that stuff in here, but we're not going to do that with it. So normally I would ask your class and what course you're in and what section you're in, and including here as well with it. So that's what most university requires you to do with it in your programming class with it. Get used to it, all right? I want to talk to you about getting into the styles here with it. Now this is the styles. It's this style right here is going to dictate the rows, the cells, the layout for the background color, things such as your left cells, your right cell, your middle cells. If you think about how these rows and how center and how aligned it is with it, all right, and the lines that's drawn as a tic-tac-toe with it. So this is this style that you're setting is basically the sketch of your tic-tac-toe game, the alignment with it as well. So let's start with nesting in here with it. I need for you to do the style. And you notice, take advantage of the IntelliSense in here. I just type in, I type STY and it pops up. The IntelliSense drops down. I could click on this. I would recommend you to click on it. Okay, and then it pops in the name. Give it an app name, app theme in this case, right? And then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to do parent, all right? And if I hit tab, it writes it all out for me. And I just come in, I just type in theme.appCompat, all right? Light, dark, action bar. This one right here. This is the one I want you to use right here. So this is a theme that you can actually use. It's built in already with it. It makes it really nice. You notice I closed that off. It also closes the tag for me, my XML tag for me, in my style. So with a / style, I hit enter and it automatically aligns it for me. So inside of this, let me put in a comment in here, an additional comment. I want to customize your theme here, -- okay? You notice I close that off with a -- greater than sign. So I'm going to come into this thing. The items, I'm going to take, the first one is items, the color. The color, we're going to use the primary color. Remember that we did that over in the color. Click on it. And then we come over here. We close that off with it. And we're going to do an @color primary. This one right here. That makes it really easy for us with it, right? And you can do item, again, tab, name is what? Color, primary dark this time, okay? And you notice my IntelliSense kicks in. Your IntelliSense, take advantage of your IntelliSense with it, because it's going to help you. Color, primary dark is this one right here. Alright, and then we're going to come down here, again, item, name, equal, and this is going to be the color accent. Close that off, color accent. This one right here. with it. Okay, so this style is nested inside the resource with it. All right, come down here. We're going to look at the first one. We're going to do style is the style name table row. Okay, again, style name. We're going to call this table row. Okay, so make sure you uppercase that T and uppercase that R. Okay, so that first row, I'm going to do item name Android layout width. Layout width and height. Width. And we're going to do that about 50 with the unit dots pixels. Then we're going to do the same thing as for the layout height is 70 with it, right? So let me do this. Next, so let me pause the video really quick with it, and I'm gonna code, and then I'm gonna go back. I can't code and talk at the same time, so let me pause for a second. Let me just put in the code, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna talk about each one of these sections. Okay. Okay, so I kind of speed up this a little bit with it. So this first one is the table row. Remember now, this is the row with it. We're giving it 50 dp. The height is 70. It's a little higher in the height with it because our layout with it. We're giving a background color is the black with it, and then we're giving a horizontal line across from it. And then we're going to give it a clickable if it's true or not with it once we click on it. So that's taking turns. That's when you click on that little square allows you to do that with it. So this is nested in here. The third set of styles going to come in. Do the same thing again. I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna speed this up with it. Okay. So let me slow it down a little bit here. So this is the style for the cell inside of your cell right now with it. Let me expand this down a little bit more in our code with it. So this is the style for the cell. Each one of the cell meaning the area in the 9 boxes that I'm calling the cell in there as well with it. Okay. So I'm giving it a dimension 50 by 70. 50 is the width, height is 70 with it. Align everything. Gravity means that it's aligned center with it. That's when the X or the O comes in with it as well. So everything is aligned center with it. Layout is center with it, and aligning center with it. And we're going to give it a text size of 30 dp is the text size with it as well, which is kind of large. Those X's and O's that I have on there as well. Okay, let's continue with this. I'm exceeding almost about 11 minutes right now, so let me pause this part right here, and I want to create a second part to the styles.xml. All right.